Thompson trying to sneak in behind the wingers, pinching off. Here's Ryan on the breakaway. Scores!
And here come the Teddy Bears.
Hey, I forgot to mention in all the excitement, it is the Teddy Bear toss tonight.
Coming off the first ever conference tournament win in school history, today I'm joined by head coach of the D1 men's hockey team, Kirk Handy. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Always. You guys fresh off the road, first ever conference tournament, first year ever in the conference. Just talk about the significance of winning this conference championship.
Well, it's a huge accomplishment for our program. You know, we have a young team, and we've seen our year progress nicely, and for our guys to battle really for the last 10 games, we've had our backs against the wall, and we've had to been, we're in playoff mode, right. And we have been now for 10 games, and for us to be able to achieve what we achieved this weekend is a big thing for our program.
Like you just said, 10 wins in a row. That's humongous. What's been the spark plug, or who has been the spark plug for this recent success?
Yeah, well, there's been many of them. I think as you look up and down lineup, there's just not one person, but I see different people like Zachariah Roberts and Zach Hayes and Josh Hamilton being a big line that's really stepped up for us. I see guys like Jacob Fricks, who's been really progressed nicely for us as a defenseman on the back end. And let's face it, our goaltending's been excellent. Right. Matt and Josh have provided quality goaltending for us, and it's a team effort. We've got our lines that have been rolling. Quinn, Garvin, and Thompson, they've been rolling. Our power play and penalty kill has been excellent, and I think anytime you have strong special teams and you have your role players really stepping up and playing significant roles. Zach Hayes named tournament MVP, and
right.
And Zach's a guy who he's a big part of our team, but he kind of brings that lunch pail workman-like approach to his game, and it was great to see him be named tournament MVP.
Nice. And when you and I talked at the beginning of the season, I think it was before the Richmond game, you said the team wanted to be described as 3 words: loving, serving, and accountability. How have those 3 words been demonstrated throughout the team this season?
I think loving and serving came a lot easier than being accountable. And I think being held accountable was something that we've had to develop over the year. And I think it's something where you've really seen our team really develop and really become more accountable to each other. And that's been, in my opinion, one of the biggest things for us. We've been working with FCA. Rick and Mike came at the beginning of the year, did that Warrior Fellowship, and then we've had Dave Jones, who also works with FCA. He's been coming and working with our team, and those have been real critical elements of our success, as well as Brian Davidson, who comes in. Brian's our team chaplain. He comes in and works with the guys, and I think that those pieces are huge for us and are big parts of our team's success outside of coaching and outside of just the integral parts of the game, the thinking part of the game. We always want to make sure they're spiritually, mentally, and physically prepared to play, and so that's a big thing for us.
And we talked at the beginning of the season also, and you said want to be a big defensive-minded team, want to work hard, be gritty, and that's been the thing that's really drove you guys this year. But offense has really come along in the second half of the season. So how has the offense started to match the intensity of the defense?
Well, it starts in the D zone,
right.
And I think we talked about the goaltending. Goaltending's been excellent for us. Our defense has arguably been one of the biggest pillars for us this year. The guys who are back there for us have done an excellent job, and we really, Mark has done a great job working with them and really helping them to be the D-core they are today. And offensively, we've found ways to be more efficient around the net, and I think for us that's a big thing, is not trying to overhandle the puck, but just to get more pucks in on net and to more create a desperation around the net that maybe we didn't have early on in the season.
Nice. And nationals are coming up. You guys are already a young team, but these freshmen have showed that they're not freshmen anymore. So win, lose, or draw, what is it going to take for Liberty Hockey to be successful in nationals this year?
Well, it's good. It's going to take exactly like it's been for the last 10 games. We have to have our backs up against the wall. We have to make sure we have everyone pulling the same direction, and we need to play the style of hockey that is and has been a big part of our team's success, and that's every man working hard, outworking our opposition, by taking advantage of our special team opportunities, both on the power play and having an excellent penalty kill, and then by having other players step up, the guys who maybe aren't your offensive guys you see all the time, but guys like Zach Hayes and Roberts and Hamilton and Clarks and Cranes and different parts of our team like that. We've been successful regardless of who we've had in the lineup, guys coming in, guys coming out. We've been successful. Guys are in there buying into what we're trying to get done, and that's the big thing. They've really felt around 10 games ago that our guys started to move forward in a real positive direction, and that has been a really nice process to see. But we aren't satisfied with what we've accomplished so far. We believe that our ceiling is a lot higher for this team.
And you beat me to my next question. I was going to ask, has it hit yet that you guys are champions, or is it, hey, we still got more games to play? Yeah, we succeeded, but there's still more left to the season.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's fully set in. Okay. We celebrate what we did there. That was one of our goals to win our conference championship, and we're able to do that. But we believe in the guys in this locker room, and we believe, since we have before like 10 games ago, that we had the capability to do what we're doing now. It really, our margin for error isn't great, and so we have to have everyone focused in and dialed in on what we're doing. And it's interesting, Gabe, because at Warrior Fellowship and all the things we've worked with Dave Jones and with Brian Davidson, it's all focused around the team and becoming and growing together as one unit, and really feel like these past 10 games have been a great opportunity to see us develop into our potential. And to be honest with you, Gabe, we aren't satisfied with where we're at. We want to take it to the next level and make sure that we're successful on the national stage as well.
Nice. Well, Columbus, Ohio is next for you guys. Appreciate your time today, Kirk.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
All right.
That's head coach Kirk Handy.